Everyone says a Baltic cruise is incredible. But after visiting 7 countries across Northern Europe, I can tell you, some stops are unforgettable, and some you can skip. So in this video, I'm breaking down exactly what's worth your time, what to eat, what to see, and what I'd do differently if I came back. This trip started in Copenhagen and moved through Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Finland, and Sweden, ending in Stockholm. Every stop has its own culture, history, and vibe, but not all of them hit the same. Copenhagen is one of those cities that doesn't try too hard and still gets everything right. It's clean, organized, and designed for real life. But underneath that calm surface, there's a lot to see if you know where to go. Start in Nyhavn. This is the postcard shot. Bright, colorful buildings lined up along the harbor with old wooden ships sitting in the water. It's touristy, but it's worth it. Walk the full stretch. Don't just take a picture and leave. Sit down, take it in. This is Copenhagen at its best. From there, head over to Amalienborg Palace. This is where the Danish royal family lives. You've got 4 identical buildings surrounding a central square, and if you time it right, you can watch the changing of the guard. It's not over the top like other European palaces. It's more understated, more controlled, very Danish. Next is Tivoli Gardens, and this one surprises people. It's one of the oldest amusement parks in the world, but it doesn't feel outdated. It's a mix of rides, gardens, lights, and live entertainment. At night, it completely transforms. Lanterns, music, energy. Even if you're not into rides, it's worth going just for the atmosphere. Now, The Little Mermaid. This is the most overrated stop in Copenhagen. It's small, it's simple, and unless you're already nearby, it's not worth going out of your way for. See it if you want, but don't expect much. Finally, stop by the Church of Our Lady. This is Copenhagen's main cathedral, and it's the opposite of what you expect. Minimalist, clean, almost empty feeling. But that's what makes it powerful. It's quiet, balanced, and intentional. Now let's talk food, because Denmark does simple better than almost anywhere. You have to try smørrebrød. It's an open-faced sandwich, but it's done with precision. Dense rye bread, high-quality toppings like smoked salmon, roast beef, or shrimp, layered with sauces and herbs. It looks simple, but it's not. And then, Danish pastries. This is non-negotiable. Flaky layers, real butter, perfect texture. Whether it's a cinnamon swirl, custard-filled, or something fruit-based, this is what pastries are supposed to taste like. Gdansk is where things start getting interesting. Walking down Long Market feels like stepping into a painting. The buildings are tall, narrow, and painted in vibrant colors, with detailed facades that show the city's trading history. At the center, you'll find the Neptune Fountain, symbolizing Gdansk's connection to the sea. It's one of those landmarks that actually lives up to the hype. But what really defines this city is amber. Amber isn't just a souvenir here, it's part of the culture. You'll see entire shops dedicated to it, from raw stones to polished jewelry. Klaipeda is quieter, but it has depth. The old town has a German-influenced look, timber-framed buildings, small streets, and a slower pace. But the real highlight is taking the ferry to the Curonian Spit, a narrow stretch of land with forests, dunes, and beaches. And this is where you'll find the Hill of Witches, Raganu Kalnas. This is not a typical tourist attraction. It's a forest filled with wooden sculptures based on Lithuanian folklore. You'll see figures like Neringa, the giant protector who created the Curonian Spit to shield fishermen from storms. You'll see devils, playful, chaotic figures representing temptation and mischief. And witches, symbols tied to ancient pagan traditions and nature. It's strange, it's a little eerie, but it's one of the most unique experiences on this entire trip. After that, the beaches here are quiet and untouched, completely different from crowded tourist coastlines. You'll also notice weather vanes everywhere. Historically, fishermen used them to identify their boats. They became a form of artistic identity. Food here is hearty and different. Sepelinai are massive potato dumplings stuffed with meat and covered in sauce, very filling. And then there's cold beet soup, bright pink, cold, slightly tangy. It sounds strange, but it works. Riga has a mix of elegance and edge. The old town is full of cobblestone streets, churches, and historic buildings, but it feels slightly less polished than other cities on this trip. Bastakalns Park cuts through the city with canals, bridges, and green space. It's peaceful, and a good contrast to the dense old town. The Freedom Monument stands tall in the center, a powerful symbol of Latvia's independence. Food here is traditional and heavy. Gray peas with bacon is a staple, simple, salty, filling. Rye bread is everywhere, dense, slightly sour, and deeply rooted in the culture. Tallinn is where the trip peaks. This city feels like a perfectly preserved medieval world. Town Hall Square is the center, surrounded by historic buildings, restaurants, and towers. And above it all, the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral dominates the skyline. Massive, detailed, and unmistakably Russian in design. Walking through these streets feels real, not staged. It's one of the few places that hasn't lost its authenticity. Food here leans into Nordic and Eastern European flavors. You'll find game meats like elk, rich, slightly gamey, and different from anything typical. Black bread is dense and earthy, paired with butter or meats. Top-tier stop. This is exactly what people imagine when they think of Europe. Helsinki is calm, minimal, and modern. The Helsinki Cathedral stands bright white above Senate Square, clean, symmetrical, and simple. The market square is where things feel more alive. Local vendors, seafood, crafts. A boat tour here gives you a completely different perspective, moving through small islands and open water. Food here is clean and fresh. Salmon soup is the standout, light, creamy, and perfectly balanced. Cinnamon buns are softer, less sugary, and more subtle than what you're used to. Relaxing, but not a must-see highlight. Good for slowing down. Visby feels unreal. Stone walls surround the town. Inside, you'll find narrow streets, medieval ruins, and a preserved atmosphere that's hard to find anywhere else. The botanical garden adds contrast, lush, green, and peaceful. If you visit during the medieval festival, the entire city transforms. Costumes, performances, markets. Food here is simple, but great. Fresh seafood and local ice cream stand out more than anything. One of the most unique stops visually. Absolutely worth it. Stockholm is the perfect ending. Gamla stan, the old town, is packed with narrow streets, colorful buildings, and history. Then you move into Södermalm, modern, creative, full of energy. And Skansen Park brings everything together, an open-air museum showing Swedish history, culture, and daily life. Food here is iconic. Swedish meatballs, rich, savory, and actually much better than expected. Kanelbullar, cinnamon buns with a softer, less sugary profile. Gravlax, cured salmon, clean and flavorful. Complete city, great mix of history and modern life. And that wraps up our Baltic cruise. 7 countries, completely different cultures, and a lot of perspective on what's actually worth your time. If you've been to any of these places, drop a comment below. I want to hear what stood out to you, what you'd recommend, and what you think people should skip. And if you've got tips for future travelers, share those too. That's how people plan smarter trips. If this video helped you cut through the noise and figure out what's actually worth doing, make sure to subscribe. We're putting out more no-fluff travel guides that help you get the most out of your time, without wasting it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.